Hello, hello. Happy Sunday. And first, before I start, a happy belated Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Last Sunday, I did not get a video out, so my apologies for that. Today, I'm kind of winging it. I just had this thing just sort of pop up in my head, and I had to share it, but I don't have a whole lot of prep here, so bear with me. Um, Most of you know that I shouldn't say this. A lot of you know I watch Judge Judy. Generally, when I'm eating breakfast, it's a terrible thing. I'm sorry, it's embarrassing, but I watch Judge Judy in the morning. I don't want news. I don't want to start my day with a bunch of stuff that's most likely going to just depress me, right? So I do watch the news later, but I start with Judge Judy. It's funny and lighthearted and whatever. So anyways, one of the cases that I recently watched this last week was about this plaintiff who was suing because some kid had scratched their car with rocks or something. I can't remember exactly what they were scratched with, but the car had been scratched by these kids. Well, it made me think of Dennis Shook. Okay, so this kind of goes to the thing that I'm always saying to people, right? We all have an amazing ability to touch and change people's lives every single day, and we don't know it. Dennis Shook has passed away. He's passed away several years ago, but I will never ever forget him. And just watching a Judge Judy episode made me think of him because years ago, my parents owned a car dealership, and Dennis Shook is a car guy. He loved cars, and he was a car salesman at our car dealership. And he was very particular about how cars were, and his own cars as well as all the cars on the lot, the used cars that came in. Well, my sister and I were in charge, apparently for a short time, we were charged with, not in charge of, charged with washing all of these cars, right? And so these cars came in and we would wash them and get them all cleaned up. And Dennis would oversee this process. Well, my sister and I, this one car came in and they'd been doing road construction apparently in the area. And so it had all this tar on the bottom of the car that had sort of splattered up from the wheels. So my sister and I, in our ultimate wisdom, we were young and stupid, okay? But old enough to probably know better, I should say that. But anyways, we used steel wool to get the tar off the car. And we were so dumb, we didn't even think about it. We just scraped with steel wool and all that tar came off and the car was clean. Well, of course, in the process, we just obliterated the paint on that car. And we didn't even notice it, but Dennis, of course, noticed it, and he just had a corner. So long story short, that car had to be taken to the body shop and, basically cleaned up and painted and whatever. Probably didn't make a whole lot of money reselling that car because my sister and I destroyed it. Anyways, that made me think of Dennis Shook this week, and, it's just another reminder that, as I said, we all have this amazing ability to touch and change people's lives every single day. We don't know it. Dennis Shook did that. He was so gracious with my sister and I way back then, or my sister and me, sorry, Lavinia. Sorry. He was very gracious with us, and I will just always remember him for that. So that's what I got. I again will remind you that every day you go out into the world, you have this chance, you have this opportunity. You may never find out about it. Dennis Shook doesn't know the extent to which that moment changed me, and probably Tammy, she'll laugh, I'm sure, when she watches this as well. So anyways, have a great week all. Love, love.